Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Tom Dark channel. I'm your host, Tom Dark, and in today's video, we will be talking about something that happened recently, which, I don't really have a great word to describe it. I guess it was just very weird and awkward, and I guess, sad to see, honestly. Like, it was just a very pathetic thing to watch. So I guess, to describe it, I would definitely use the words weird, awkward, sad, and pathetic, yeah. all are accurate, okay? All are accurate. 2 days ago, I posted a video to my channel titled The Worst Commentary Channel, in which I discussed a fellow creator who goes by the name Jaden on YouTube and Jaylin on other platforms. And in this video, I talked about why I really dislike this commentator for their repeated cycle of dishonesty and playing the victim. They had been given so many chances by the greater, YouTube community, the commentary community, to own up to it basically with no backlash. And even as a commentator, I think it was probably an important thing to them because, in a lot of cases, I find this whole taking accountability meme kind of cringy, but in this case, this person directly was someone who was trying to get people's livelihoods ripped away from them. And they had a cycle of repeatedly doing things like this and then crying about it in their little corner. And I think it was important to talk about. And so, I thought that they deserve to be criticized for it. But despite that, despite a lot of criticism, every time that they had received, anyone talking about this, basically they would either double down or spurg out about it, claim that they were being canceled unfairly by the commentary community. They had a pattern of threatening and actually falsely flagging videos. It was a bad time overall, and definitely I don't think that title that I used was exaggeratory. I think that Jaylin is the worst person making commentary videos actively right now. But you know what? It did make for some pretty good content, not gonna lie. He should. In Minecraft. This is just the beginning. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die! And at the same time that I posted this video, a lot of other people were also very mad at Jaylin. So content creators like Sensitive Society posted videos about the subject, and a lot of other people, both big and small channels, big channels being in I'd say 100,000 subscribers plus range, and smaller content creators with less than 10k subs, they all wanted to pitch in and voice their opinions on this person and all of their actions, all of the recent drama, and they wanted to comment on what was going on. So it was a big talking point in the commentary community for a few days once again.
To Sensitive Society,
most people don't have the full context. So the reason why Jaden told me to end my life to commit Whole Lotta Red Track 3 is because I clown on him. So when this person was having some kind of meltdown or try to come at me or said something dumb, I said something dumb back, and then Jaden replied to me saying kill yourself.
And it's been great, dude. Never in my life have I been as happy as to see this individual's face on my timeline, dude. I'm just so horny every time. I just can't help it. Every time I see your face, I just... fuck. My heart starts beating out of my chest.
A lot of people were talking about it, and all eyes for this little community, this little commentary community that is building right now, were basically on Jaylin and what they would do next. I personally figured that she would not respond to my video because there's nothing she can really say to dispute any of it, and given the fact that prior 2 times when they addressed the drama themselves on their channel, it didn't go that well. They were kind of dishonest. They played the victim. What are they really going to say at this point to change that, right? Later on, someone tweeted at me some direct message that they had with them where Jaylin basically said that they didn't intend to respond. So I guess there's that, right? Now we at least know that she won't be willing to engage with the video, to respond to it, and any of the recent stuff on her channel. But all of that stuff is kind of boring to me, right? Kind of run-of-the-mill, exactly what I expected, to be honest. But you know what is not boring? Debates. Arguments, screaming matches, really heated discussions around issues that people are passionate about. It's always an exciting thing. It's kind of its own genre of content online with a bunch of people like Destiny and Vosh, although I think Vosh doesn't seem to do really super heated debates anymore. But you know what? Regardless, it's a whole genre of content in its own right that is successful and has its own place on the internet and is something that a lot of people, including myself, really enjoy watching. And so, it just happened that my passions as a fan of internet blood sports and debates, as well as my passion for the Jaden YouTube channel, right? The Jaden content over there, all of the amazing videos about the Dream SMP, the amazing videos about Corpse Husband, right? The community that she's building that I'm a huge fan of that's going to come together and really take over YouTube, right? It just so happened, thankfully for me, that both of these things would end up overlapping in one of the most riveting events of the modern YouTube age. No, that's not what really happened at all. So basically, Augie RFC, a streamer here on YouTube who many of you are probably familiar with, decided to invite Lerix and Jaylin onto his show to talk about the drama and hopefully get a response from Jaylin. Lerix, if you remember, was falsely flagged by Jaylin and had been extremely critical of her, was part of a series of dominoes that kind of started this whole drama in the first place that got me to make my video. So, you know, he seemed super excited for this debate, this conversation, this intellectual battle of ideas for happened, all right? He was ready, he felt he was prepared, and he really wanted to go into it with a positive mindset.
But today, I'm going actually on live stream to Augie RFC, to debate / talk to Jaden. Like, basically, as soon as I drop this video, I'm probably on stream talking to Jaden on Augie RFC's channel, so be sure to check that out. Apparently, I'm supposed to debate Jaden / Jalen live on goddamn stream, so that's gonna be fucking hilarious, because if you guys didn't know, he recently dropped a video called Addressing the Drama, where he talked about me. He called me a Leafy clone. What the fuck? No, but he still is doubling down and tripling down about how he flags my videos and how he was justified in flagging my shit. So we're gonna be talking about that. It's gonna be a fucking murder scene. I'm going to obliterate his ass cheeks alive.
So needless to say, Lerix was super confident and felt that he would win, but who knows what would happen, right? Like, who truly knows what's going to go on? It is kind of a coin toss what Jalen's reaction would be. Augie himself, who was hosting the entire thing in the first place and got it together, said that he didn't expect Jalen to agree to come on at all, but she did end up agreeing to participate in this, you know, so-called debate. So Augie went live and he got both of them in the call, and what followed was one of the most awkward things I have ever witnessed in my life. Augie called his video re-upload of that part of the stream. I believe he called it the weirdest discussion I've ever had, and that is not an exaggeration by any stretch of the imagination on his part, okay? It is one of the most uncomfortable things that's happened on YouTube or elsewhere in the online world, to be honest. Very awkward to listen to.
We got both of y'all on the line here. There's been a lot of drama going on recently, so where do we want to begin with this? Do we want to talk about the strike first, or the video that Lerix made? How do we want to begin this, guys?
All right, Jalen, I have a question for you. First and foremost, right to the point. Why was my video on you deserving of getting flagged? Like, what specific moment of my video? Because in your recent video you dropped, like, yesterday, you doubled down and claimed that the reason you were justified in flagging my shit was because of me showing a tweet of yours that you publicly sent out for fucking everyone to see. But also, recently, like, you've been flip-flopping with this drama for, like, quite some time now. First, you said you flagged it because the video was bullying and harassing you. Then it was apparently because I have a history of harassing you when I've made a total of, like, 3 fucking videos on you ever. And then in Tommy C's chat, you claimed it was because I said slurs in my video, which none of them were directed at you or insulting you. And now, apparently, it's because I showed a fucking public tweet of yours. So, let's hear it. Well, what's the real fucking reason, Jalen?
All of the above, I guess. I don't know. I just flagged the video, okay? That's about it.
All of the above. You gotta pick fucking one, because you flagged it for harassment and bullying, right?
Due to that tweet. That's the reason.
Due to the tweet. Okay, so you dropped a public fucking tweet. I screenshotted it, and I put it in my video and read it out loud. How the fuck is that harassment and bullying?
Well, obviously it isn't, because your video wasn't taken down.
So you're saying that you agreed that the video is no longer harassment because YouTube denied giving it a strike, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but why even go through that process in the first place, right? Because, like, you're saying it's just clicking a button, right? But, like, you know, like, what happens, it largely doesn't matter, right? Is it fair to say that you had intent to take the video down?
No, I knew the video I knew the video wouldn't go down. I just wanted him to know that I flagged the video.
Wait. So if you knew the video wouldn't go down, then, and by the way, I'm not trying to, like, debate you. I'm just trying to, like, understand, like, where you're coming from, right? So if you knew the video wouldn't go down, then doesn't that mean that you knew initially the video wasn't harassment, right?
I don't know. Probably.
And this first few minutes of the debate right here that I just showed you guys is actually the most substantive part of the entire thing. This part where Jaylin gave extremely short responses to the entire thing and barely explained her motivations, barely gave a summary of the entire event, barely acknowledged that she was even, like, in a call with other people talking to them on live stream. That's, like, the entire thing. The entire time she barely responded to anyone, acted basically, like, completely disinterested in what was going on, and at one point was even like, sorry, I spaced out when asked a question.
So Monday Matt is a big YouTuber that got criticism for flagging a bunch of videos. Some of them, I think, went down. Others didn't. And one of his arguments for why he wasn't that bad of a guy is because, well, none of the videos I flagged went down. Well, that doesn't matter because like the intent is still there. You know what I mean? Like regardless of whether like what you plan to do happens or not, if you still plan to do something that's bad, then it's still bad regardless. Like if I want to like fucking kill somebody, right? But I fail to do it, my intent to kill somebody and my like attempting to do that, that's still like a bad action. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, that's a more extreme example, but when you're like flagging a video, like it's like the same logic. Like you want the video to go down, correct?
Lol.
Right?
I think, I don't know. Sorry, I kind
You
of
think?
like spaced out. I spaced out there.
This is like the entire thing. Someone will pose a question to Jaylin. Someone will ask a question of Jaylin. She will say nothing. There will be a little dead air somewhere in there, and then she'll get asked it like 9 different ways, okay, by Augie and Lerix. They'll really try to squeeze this answer out of her, and they will give a long explanation or something like that, you know, really try to activate her brain cells, activate her almonds, hopefully get something going in there, hopefully get the hamster on the wheel, you know, running just a little bit. And then Augie will rephrase something and ask like, okay, is this what you meant? Is this what happened? Is this how you feel? And then Jaylin, after probably half a minute of silence, will go, yeah. And then they just sit there in dead air and nothing happens. I don't even know. What even is this? It's embarrassing, I guess. It's weird. It's very awkward to watch. What else even is there to say about this, Jaylin? Like, why even come onto this show to discuss your intentions and feelings? I was under the impression that you were going to come on and talk to Lerix at least. Maybe not debate, but like discuss with him, right? Talk about what happened. You decided you wanted to go on this show. And then as soon as Jaylin got on, like when actually asked any questions about what happened, it's just dead air or talking about something completely unrelated.
Jaylin, do you feel like you've been unfairly canceled by the commentary community?
Yeah, at times.
Explain that. Why?
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. Like, I just wanted to like know what the logic is or the reasoning behind that is. Jaylin? Jaylin, are you there?
I just think I get called out on a lot of unnecessary crap.
Example?
Example, people will make a video on every single tweet I make. That's my example.
Example? That's not a specific example. Now say a specific example.
I mean, I get a lot of videos made on me.
Yeah.
Come on, Jaylin, what's going on?
What even is this? What is this? At some point, Lerix got kind of frustrated and was basically like, okay, let me ask you the same question basically that Tommy C asked of you before, right? Let me say this. How can you claim to be a fan of Leafy's here and be, you know, pro-edgy content and make all of these edgy jokes, and then when people decide to criticize or make fun of you, you act in completely the opposite manner. You act in a way that probably you would criticize people for, right? You decide to flag videos, you decide to threaten their channels, stuff like that. How can you do that? How does that make any sense? And this in and of itself is the essential contradiction I talked about in my video too. That was so perplexing to me. Like I don't know, to this day I just can't really wrap my head around what was going on. But Jaylin is the perfect example of someone who will in one moment say one thing and at the same exact time, because she thinks she can get away with it, do the exact opposite. A walking, talking, fucking contradiction. I mean, from her prior behavior, you would think that she never ever does anything edgy or would ever break the TOS. Hitler 2024, top slur of 2021. Wow, Jaylin, well, I hate to break it to you, but honestly, breaking TOS like this is a really bad look. Really, really bad. So in the end, this is what everyone was asking. This was the most important question of all. This is what I wanted to know, what Tommy wanted to know. This is what Lerix wanted to know. And I assume it's also what all of you wanted to know, right? Like, why is this the case? Why is Jaylin such a fucking hypocrite? And she, I guess, barely answered that. I mean, I don't know. Like, make of this what you will.
So if you're a fan of that type of content before, which did, I mean...
Look, in all honesty, I just said a bunch of, like, bullshit, okay? That's the truth. I don't stand by anything I've said in the past. Like, It was all
okay.
just in the moment.
Understandable.
Like, you know what? In all honesty, I don't care. All right, I shouldn't have flagged your video. That was stupid in the first place. But I have to like defend it. I like have no choice but to defend me flagging your video.
Well, wait,
What the fuck
why?
does that mean?
Don't you think it's honorable if you do something that you later disagree with? Isn't it dishonest to still keep arguing in favor of that position? Isn't it more honorable to be like, look, I fucked up, I made a mistake, this was wrong of me? Because that's what Boblax had to do when he got called out for flagging. He had to be like, look, it was bad, it was wrong, you know?
Well, yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you backtrack, so you're not doubling down anymore, even though you dropped a fucking video yesterday saying,
Well,
you know
I
what?
do kind of
All I did was hit
agree
the
with
flag
what
button.
I said. Like, flagging videos isn't a big deal. Like, I literally flagged
Okay.
Mini Lad in that video. Like, it's not like a huge.
So
like,
if
I'm not
flagging
abusing the
videos isn't a
copyright
big
system.
deal, if
I'm
flagging
just
videos isn't a big
pushing the
deal and
flag.
everyone has your mindset and now it's pressing a button. It's only pressing a button because you said that countless fucking times. If it's really just pressing a button, if that mindset gets fucking construed, like if a ton of people start following that fucking mindset of just it's just a button and just flagging it for bullying and harassment, videos are gonna get fucking taken down. You realize that, right? It's the principle behind it, not just a button. The fuck does that mean?
Like, what am I even watching? Are you fucking high? Are you on Valium right now? Why are you even here right now? Actually, I take that back. Why are you not here right now? Why are you in the stars? Clearly, you're not in this debate. You're not in this Discord call. You're not on this live stream. You are counting sheep. You are watching cows jump over the fucking moon. Oh no, guys. Jaylyn is watching cartoons in her head again. Like, I genuinely am just so baffled and weirded out by all of these interactions. But I guess in the end, we did kind of get an explanation of what happened and why Jaylyn decided to falsely flag the videos in the first place. She kind of, admitted that basically she just did it because she didn't like him and she wanted to flag the video down. And later on in the stream, Lerix kind of aggressively asks very head on, like, so you decided to flag my video just because you don't like me, right? Just because you hate me. And here, Jaylyn said yes, right? And I think that is probably the most accurate answer, probably the most sincere answer, but given her mannerisms and responses throughout the entire thing, like, I don't even honestly know if she's fit to answer questions. I don't know if she's able to answer questions right now. I don't know if she can answer any questions at all. I'm surprised she can make YouTube videos. In the context of this debate, I would be surprised if she can remember her own fucking name.
What do you think of religious people?
Okay,
Oh my
this is
God.
cancer now.
All right. Chill. So I'm just saying a lot of people have tried to help you. People have gone out of their way to try to help you.
Why is
You
she not
make it, like,
left?
you make this so hard.
Do you think that's fair, Jaylyn? What Nick's saying?
Yeah.
I agree.
Is it that she's like so above explaining herself to anyone that she won't even like entertain ideas? She doesn't feel like she needs to explain them? Is she mourning the death of a cat or something? What is going on? Where are you, Jaylyn? So yeah, like what am I even supposed to say about this anymore? I guess I was kind of hoping for a little more entertainment, all right, a little more of a battle, a little more of a conflict, because even beyond, getting to make content about it, I just enjoy that stuff. I mean, I do make drama videos, right? Anyone pretending that I don't is just, full of shit, right? I enjoy drama now and then. I enjoy seeing a trash fire burn now and again on the horizon. Not all of the time, not nonstop, but sometimes you come across a really entertaining one and just have to have a really good time with it. And this drama kind of was that for me for a little bit, but then Jaylyn just took the wind out of it. She just took the wind out of my fucking sails. She pissed on my little campfire I had going for entertainment, for fun gossip. She didn't even really argue. She didn't own up to anything substantial here. I mean, I guess she did reveal a little bit, but once again, like, what am I even supposed to say about this? How much can I really take fully head on, considering the fact that she sounds like she is staring into the distance, thinking about all of her friends who died in the Battle of Commentary Hill. This is nothing, She pissed all over my fucking campfire, and that is truly worse than anything she's ever done. And that's honestly the end of the debate. There's not a lot you can kind of take from it. There is this one weird comment she made about how, like, she didn't think the video would go down even though she flagged it, when I'd argue that intent definitely matters way more than whether or not she actually thought the video would go down. And if she didn't think it would go down, why even flag it, right? What is the purpose behind that? Ultimately, I think maybe I just have to accept that she didn't have like a coherent string of thoughts. She just like is stupid. I don't know. Honestly, Nick had a good summary of the debate and kind of analysis analysis after the fact when he gave his thoughts on it with Augie. So that was good to see, at least afterwards. You know, he and Augie could talk about it. They could salvage a little bit of content from it. First time I can remember a conversation after the debate being more entertaining than the debate itself, honestly. But you know what? Sometimes that's just how it is. You never know how it's going to shake up.
Like Jalen was saying, like, I think I'm unfairly canceled by the commentary community. It's like, well, I think they're thinking about like the small like Max BTS shows, like what they're thinking about when they think of the commentary community. Like nobody cares about that guy. Like the actual like big players in the game, like everybody, including myself.
Well, the smaller players in the game got bigger. Like Lerix is a 30k beast right now. Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Lerix used to be a little 10k soldier. All these smaller players are moving in. They're what's the word? They're entrenching in our territory.
Yeah.
We can't call them peons much longer. At some point, we have to listen to these people and be like, yeah, this is.
Wow, we have to actually respect them because they got numbers. Good one.
Yeah, now we have to respect them.
Oh shit, you got subs? I must take your opinion with actual seriousness now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, that's really all I have for today. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. If you guys enjoyed it, then be sure to leave a like on it. And if you did not like it, if you're a big Jaylin fan, a member of the Jaylin army, then be sure to leave a dislike on the video. Explain to me your thoughts on it in the comments section below. We can all gather around, all of us members of the Jaylin community, the Jaylin fandom. We can come together to love and support her. Leave your memes and dreams in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.